Unless you're a two-hander, you're probably wishing for a stronger release from sanded. So today I'll give you a good tip on how to work on it and how to get a more consistent, strong release. So first of all, whatever you got to do to get your release stronger, you work on that. For me today, it's a little bit of timing, feeling my hand getting into a different position, and just making sure that everything is in line when I get to the bottom of the swing, so that I can roll through it really strong. But how do you check it? Because it's really easy if you're bowling on a lot of friction to just end up feeling like, oh, I'm throwing it great. But because you're bowling on friction, your ball hooks no matter what. So today I'm going to show you how to work on that. So I'm lined up on this 37-foot pattern with my face AI, and I'm a little too far left. Meaning, if I don't throw it really good, get my hand in a really strong position, or I throw it too fast, I'm going to 210 pretty much. So that's a really good way of checking how good my shots is. And obviously, I could just throw slow, it would hook every time. But I want to throw it at a certain pace. I want to throw it a certain way. I just want to get my hand in that really good position. So I'd say I'm probably like 2 or 3 ports further left than I need to be here. But that's the whole point. So obviously that one was pretty good. I got the feel. I have a different video where I talk about feeling the pause at the top of my swing. That's something I'm working on. And I felt that there, meaning my hand got into a really good, strong position. But at some point I'm going to throw one, and it's going to go light, and it's not going to be great. That one was pretty good too, but you could tell, got further down lane. I felt like that one was close, but maybe just a pinch faster off my hand, meaning it was a little bit weaker, maybe a little bit faster. It wasn't bad, but bad enough to not strike. So it's actually been quite a few shots since I've moved. So I'm going to move one left, just to make sure I don't dry up the spot and make it feel easier for me than it actually is. See, there it is. That one was definitely firm, and when it's firm, it's usually also a little bit weaker off your hand, and you can see exactly what happens. So this is a really good way of checking yourself. It doesn't necessarily teach you how to get a stronger release, but it lets you see the differences from shot to shot, what you're doing, and if you're getting more consistent. Yep. That one was pretty good. That one and that one hooked, got my hand into the better position, and it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to strike every time, but there's going to be a difference, and that's all you're looking for. Just so you have something other than your feel tell you if what you're doing is actually what you want to be doing. Because feel is really tricky to work with. I actually thought that one was going to be better, and that's exactly what I mean. Like, that one felt pretty good, but it wasn't as strong as a couple of the others, obviously. Otherwise, it would have reacted stronger. So obviously, I know the question you have, well, how do I get a stronger release? We can talk a little bit about that after this shot. Oh, that one was really strong off my hand. Maybe even grabbed a little bit, but definitely in a different than a couple of the others. So how do you get a strong release? You have to make sure your timing's good. If your timing's good and you can get to the bottom of the swing, your hand's going to be in better position. You want to get your hand, feel like your hand is under the ball, on the inside of the ball. Basically feel like the weight of the ball is on your, for right-handed, the right side of your hand, like on the index finger. That puts your hand on the inside of the ball, and you can kind of rotate around it from there. From there, like the further you can get your wrist and elbow to bend underneath the ball, and the quicker you can do the unloading motion, the stronger your release is going to be, the more rev you're going to create. But don't try to force it. Like you don't want to be trying to overbend anything. You just want to have it fall into that position. Oh. Yeah. Don't miss left on 37 feet. All right, let's throw. That one was. I thought that was a pretty good shot too, other than the miss left. So. Right, let's get this one to the right. Oh. Well, that's right. That strikes every time. So, but that one definitely picked up pretty soon. Might have started to get a little bit of a hole in the pattern here. So, kind of defeats the purpose of the drill, obviously, but let's move a few more left, see if we don't get into the same kind of thing, so we can still use this. Again, go around that little spot in the front middle of the lane, and now it's definitely too far left again, too weak. So obviously, under normal circumstances, my adjustments would be slower speed, stronger ball, or simply just move right. But here, we're stuck, we're working on something, we want to stay with the same thing. So just focus on doing what I want to do, and rest should work out. And now I might be so far left that even the good shots won't go flush, they'll still be light, but I think you get the idea of how to do this drill. Put yourself in an area of the lane where you're not matched up great. You have to throw good shots that way. If you don't throw a great shot, you're gonna get it. The lane's gonna tell you. And that one was a little slower than I wanted it to be, but really good otherwise. And I think I'm in the part of the lane now on 37 feet where there's not a whole lot of room anyway. So last shot of the video here. But this is a good way of working on anything that you want to work on. Put yourself in a position where you don't have room to miss, so you know when you're throwing it good and throwing it bad. That was a pretty decent shot. So definitely way too far left right now, but that is what it is. But the good thing about this is it'll tell you instantly if you're a little bit off, even though you might feel like you're all right. And the other thing is it can be done on anything. Like if you're bowling on a house shot, you just have to play a part of the house shot, even though it's super easy, where you don't match up grades. So if you're used to playing second arrow on a house shot, try to play third or fourth arrow. Your ball reaction is not going to be very good, I'm sure, and you're going to have to throw some really good shots and really get a feel for when you're throwing a 10 out of 10 and when you're only throwing an 8 out of 10. And Lane's going to tell you. So thanks for watching. Hope this helps you. Go try it. Leave a comment if you got some good results from it, and watch some of the other videos. I'll put some on the screen here and in the description. So thanks.